Now to a rivalry on a different kind of court, and that would be LeBron James and Steph Curry facing off. And you remember the Lakers' last-second win on Christmas. Curry and company trying to avenge that loss, but unfortunately Curry would get injured in this one. Check it out. Looks like he gets his hand caught. He actually had to get his right thumb retaped, and that would certainly hurt the Warriors in this one. It's still a close game here when Austin Reeves passes to a rolling AD. Anthony Davis pump faking, getting the floater plus the foul, and then LeBron finding Davis in the paint. 18 points and 9 rebounds in the first half for AD, and it's a 1-point game. Steph, he really struggled in the second half of this one. 13 points on 4 of 9 shooting in the first half. No points, 0 for 8 shooting in the second half. Again, injuring that hand. You can see him flexing it there on the sideline. Meanwhile, LeBron picking it up. Under 8 minutes left in the third. Reeves to LeBron. And LeBron just attacking Curry here. LeBron finishing with the layup, and the Lakers are up 6 in the fourth quarter. It's LeBron posting up Curry again, just backing him down, turn around, gets the jumper to go. Lakers are up 8. Under 4 minutes left in this one. The Lakers continue to pull away as Curry misses the three. It's rebounded by Reeves. Reeves on the give to King James. Long pass to Davis. Easy finish. He finishes with 36 points, 13 boards. A few plays later, the lob to King James. LeBron, 25 points with authority and 12 assists as the Lakers win, beating the Warriors again, 118-108.
All right, let's talk about it with Anscape's David Dennis Jr., who joins us now. All right, Lakers got the win, David, but what do you still want to see from them going forward over the next 5 games?
I want to see that defense continue to improve. They were pretty terrible at the first part of the season since January 1st. They're the 13th ranked defense. Finney Smith has made a difference. They got Vanderbilt back last night. I want to see them continue to be defensively strong because that's what's going to propel them. And, you know, the matchup that is going to tell me what I can expect from that defense is next Saturday. They play that New York Knicks team, the second best offense in the league. That team put up 143 points last night. That's going to be a real test for this Lakers squad to see what they can do defensively. Beyond that, what I want to see Anthony Davis be dominant, be one of the best big men in the league. Get that Anthony Davis that we saw last night that dominated the Warriors on both sides of the court. And I want that Anthony Davis to stop telling me about how he needs a center. Stop talking about what you need on that roster and just go out there and, you know, dominate against Jokic, dominate against Giannis. And that is really, you could add all the marginal pieces that you want around this team, but the real path to championship contention is Anthony Davis being a top 5 player in the NBA, and he has to show me that instead of talking about what he needs on the court.
Okay, we'll see if that happens. Meanwhile, the Warriors, they fall to a game below 500. They're currently out of the playoff picture in 11th place in the bunched up bottom of the West. Steph Curry has said this stretch of games could make or break the Warriors season. How do you view this team?
This team, is in flux right now, and they are in a critical stretch right up until All-Star Weekend. They have the Thunder, they have the Rockets, they have a couple Jazz games I imagine that they're going to win, but they have the Magic, they have the Bucks, they have some tough schedule ahead of them. Add on the fact that they're not healthy. We don't know when Draymond's coming back. Kuminga's still injured. We see Steph's hand is banged up. He's dealing with some tendonitis and things like that. And their roster is a mess right now. Buddy Hield has struggled ever since he got hot in the beginning of the season. They don't know what to do with Schroeder. They have young guys they're trying to figure out. This Warriors team can really find themselves deeply on the outside looking in come All-Star break unless they figure something out, and they figure something out overnight pretty much.
Well, we have the Warriors and Lakers meeting again February 6th, which also is the NBA trade deadline. David, thank you so much. See you back on SportsCenter.
Meanwhile, let's go back to the NBA. The Houston Rockets visiting the Cavs. They had already beaten Cleveland once this season, and they led this game by as much as 19 points. At one point, Amen Thompson finding Jalen Green top of the key for 3. Houston's up 13 there, and now up by 16. And Green finding his spot, and Green is going to knock down another one. He had 26 points and 4 assists. Now Cleveland starting to come back Fred VanVleet driving, lobs it up to Thompson, who throws it down. Now, this is a 9-point game at this point. A little bit later on, Donovan Mitchell with the steal from VanVleet finds Darius Garland in transition. And Garland had a tremendous game. 39 points, 9 assists. They're within 4 now. Max Strus to George Niang for 3. Again, Cleveland keeping it close. Next Cavs possession, Mitchell finding the open lane, lays it in, 33 points, 7 assists. Now Cleveland's within 2, but a minute to go. Look at Thompson cleaning that shot up with a dunk. He had 23 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists, his second career triple-double. And the denial at the basket here as the Rockets win it. Cleveland has lost 3 in a row now. Really not as good on defense, Jay, as they have been at the start of the season.
No, not at all. Anscape's David Dennis Jr. back with us. David, the Rockets have now beaten the Cavs in back-to-back games. Houston currently sitting in second place in the West. Are you a believer now in this Rockets team?
Look, I love this Houston Rockets team. They started the season as a good story of a young upstart team, and you kind of question how they would do in the playoffs in these high-intensity situations. Can they manufacture offense when defenses really tighten up? Well, last night was basically a playoff-level game. That Cleveland Cavaliers squad was upset at the way that they lost that game in Houston over Darius Garland's missed free throws, and the Rockets went in there and handled business. Şengün was dominant in the post. Green was scoring, but the guy that you really have to focus on is Thompson. Amen Thompson is a two-way player that is going to be one of the great defenders that this league will see over the next few years. The triple-double last night was a huge difference. He's blocking Mobley. He's defending Mitchell. He is doing everything that you need to do with sheer athleticism right now. Yeah, this Rockets team right now is the best team, is second best team in the West and one of the better teams in the league, and they keep on racking up these impressive clutch wins.
Yeah, they look really good. David, hang tight. We've got another highlight from last night. The Nuggets and the Timberwolves. Jokic, Edwards, mid-fourth quarter where we start. Jokic has the ball, and Jokic doesn't have the ball, turns it over. Edwards, the other end, goes all the way. Jokic tying a season high with 7 turnovers. He did have 20 points and 11 assists, and Edwards hangs on the rim. T-Wolves up 23 a little later. Edwards from the logo. 976 career threes, passing Karl Anthony Towns for most in the team's history, and their lead is now 28. A minute later, Edwards driving, floating it over Jokic. Edwards 34 points, 9 assists. T-Wolves win their 4th straight win over Denver. Back with David Dennis Jr. David, how would you best describe what we've seen from Minnesota through 45 games?
You know, this may seem like a weird word to say about a team that just beat the Nuggets by 30, but this is an infuriating team to experience this season because of what we saw yesterday. They have such uneven performances throughout the season. That's why they're basically in the play-in right now. But then they go out last night and they dominate this Nuggets team by doing the things they should be doing all season. Defensively, they were locked in on everybody. This is one of Jokic's worst games he's had in a while. And offensively, they attacked the basket at every stretch. They were not settling for threes. That offense was not stagnant. Anthony Edwards had control of that offense from beginning to end. And they blitzed that Nuggets team, and they look like the Timberwolves that we hoped that we would see this season. Unfortunately, they've lost so many close games. They've gone out without that defensive focus, without that offensive strategy and intensity, and that's why they're at the record that they're at now. If they can do what they did last night on a consistent basis, they can be right back in the mix in the Western Conference like they were last year.
Infuriating is a good word because they can be so good and then it can be so bad. You just never know. David Dennis Jr., thank you, bro. Appreciate you.